welcome to our channel. This is Home and Lifestyle by Team Arce. My name is Risa and I am a person who plays many different roles in life, just like you guys. And I created this channel so that I can share with you my journey to a better home and a colorful lifestyle. If it is your first time here, I want to thank you for dropping by. I hope to make this channel interactive, so please feel free to write your comments and suggestions below. For this video, I want to talk about my role as a parent. If you are an adult taking care of children, like you're a father, a mother, a grandparent, an uncle and auntie, a kuya ate, or any guardian, you can probably relate when I say that taking care of children is the most challenging role to play in our lives. Yet it is also the most rewarding. As parents, we always want the best for our children, so we work hard to give them the best love and support that we can offer. But the reality is, not all children may feel the love of their parents, and there could be some misunderstanding in the way we show them our love. I'll give myself as an example. As a working woman with 3 boys, I've always been strict in disciplining my children because I wanted them to grow to be responsible people, responsible individuals. I think it's so serious now. Then one night, before going to bed, I shared a joke to my 2 older boys where they were just, laughing so hard. And then the eldest son suddenly said, he never thought I could joke like that. So I asked why, and he said, he associated me to a broom and a stick because I have this very strict aura that, have to do this, do that. And I actually felt bad about it because that is not my intention. I don't want them to feel that I am, becoming very strict to them. But I was glad that he opened up. And I'd say as parents or adults taking care of children, we should realize that everything that we do to them actually matters. Even the little things we do to other people while our children are watching will contribute to what they will become in the future. So it is very important to us to be careful with our approach. How do we do that? What is the best approach? I know we have different ways of doing it. Each parent, we have our unique styles. And I read many different articles about parenting, and one concept that I want to share with you today is to make the expression of love a way of disciplining children. I want to share that a few years back, I read the book Love Languages by Dr. Gary Chapman, and a book really helped me better understand how to deal with relationships, not just the relationship with your other half, but also the relationship with other people around you. So I become more understanding because when I read the book, it actually gave me a lot of lessons. And now that I have kids, the same concept actually applies to our children. So I want to thank Dr. Gary Chapman for writing this book that I just recently purchased. This is the 5 Love Languages of Children. Each one of us has a different love language, and we need to discover so that we can understand each other better. At times, our children speak a language that we may not at first fully understand, and they don't always understand what we say. But I think the most harmful is to not properly communicate love to our children. According to Dr. Chapman, every child has an emotional love tank that needs to be full to fuel him through the challenges of childhood and adolescence. And it's a danger, guys, if that love tank is empty, because the tendency is they may be looking for love at a very young age. They may be looking for love in all different forms of love. And as parents, we don't want them to just be looking for love anywhere else because that is something we can provide at home. But nowadays, raising emotionally healthy children is increasingly becoming more difficult because of the influence of media, because of the cultural push for kids to grow up quickly. I don't know if you've noticed that. And also, the existing economic struggles. But as long as we have a community of parents who can share and listen to each other's stories, we may be able to help one another. So that's why I said this could be something interactive. This is a totally new generation. How our parents brought us up is totally different from the situation nowadays. We cannot say, which is usually happening, I don't know if you've noticed, but we have that tendency once we become parents to compare our experiences with our child's experiences, which is actually a no-no because they are in a totally different situation. So our situation in the past, we didn't have gadgets, we only have TV, we didn't have a lot of options. But nowadays, the influence is really just too strong. So what are the five love languages as shared by Dr. Gary Chapman? So the five love languages, it's shared by adults in relationship, but also can be applied to children. So when we say five love languages, that's physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, giving of gifts, and acts of service. So these are the five love languages. We have our primary love language. Our children also have their primary love language. As parents, we have the responsibility to understand what the love language is and try to position how we talk to them, how we approach them according to their love language. But of course, when they are young, they need as much love language as possible. For this video, I want just to give a summary and a general explanation of each love languages. But then I have another video that talks specifically about tips on how to do it. So I want to start with the first love language. That's physical touch. Hugs and kisses are the most common way of expressing this love language, but there are other ways to do it. So it's not just about hugs and kisses, but for children who understand this love language, physical touch will communicate love more deeply than will the words like "I love you" or giving a present or fixing a bicycle or spending time with them. Of course, they receive love in all these languages, but for them, the one with the clearest and loudest voice is the physical touch. Without hugs, kisses, pats on the backs, and other physical expressions of love, their love tanks will remain less than full. The second love language is words of affirmation. In communicating love, words are powerful. Words of affection and endearment, words of praise and encouragement, words that give positive guidance. They all say, "I care about you." And such words are like a gentle, warm rain falling on their soul. They nurture the child's inner sense of worth and security. Even though such words are quickly said, they are not soon forgotten. And a child reaps the benefits of affirming words for a lifetime. So these words of affirmation. Another love language is quality time. Quality time simply means focused attention. It doesn't mean as long as you're there, but you're not attending to your child. So it's more on attention. It means giving a child your undivided attention. Quality time is a parent's gift of presence to a child. It conveys this message: you are important. I like being with you, that kind of message. When you spend quality time with children, you need to go to their physical, emotional level of development. The most important factor in quality time is not the event itself, but what you are doing with them when you are together. And that, being together is very precious for these children who value quality time. Next love language I want to talk about is gifts. The giving and receiving of gifts can be a powerful expression of love. At the same time, they are given and often extending into later years. The most meaningful gifts become symbols of love, and those that truly convey love are part of a love language. Most children respond positively to gifts, I think, even adults. But for some, receiving gifts is their primary love language. You might be inclined to think that this is so for all children, but judging from the way they beg for things, because usually children ask for something from us, right? It is true that all children and adults want to have more and more, but those children or people whose love language is the love of giving and receiving gifts will respond differently when they get their gift. So the fifth love language is acts of service. If service is your child's primary love language, your acts of service will communicate most deeply. When that child asks you to fix a bicycle or mend a doll's dress or fix their toy, their broken toy, he or she does not merely want to let that task done, but your child is crying for emotional love. If your child's primary love language is acts of service, this does not mean that you just must jump in at every request. It does not mean that you should be extremely sensitive to those requests and recognize that your response will either help fill the child's love tank or else puncture the tank. So each request calls for a thoughtful, loving response. So those are the five love languages: physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service. Now, as a parent, you also have to understand what your love language is. I think, that should have been realized before you are able to respond properly to our children. Each child needs to be given all the possible love languages that we can give, because we still don't know what their love language is, and we are still trying to understand them. But how do we discover our child's primary love language? According to Dr. Chapman, spotting your child's primary love language may take time, but there are clues all around us.
Hello everyone!
Hello everyone.
Mommy.
Huh?
Hello everyone. Okay, no, it's okay, it's okay. Hi guys, welcome to our video. Today, we have 3 handsome guests. We have 3 boys. And then guys, but one person has tantrums, so he will not join our video today. We only have 2 people who are joining today because one actor is not ready. So we only have 2.
Hi everyone!
Hi everyone.
So today I have 2 boys who are ready to answer my questions. Are you ready to answer my questions?
Yes!
Okay. So Renz, you just help your brother because he can't understand some of the questions. But you understand already. Do you understand the questions? Little boy? Yes? Yes? Rio, do you understand?
I didn't know.
You don't know? Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I have a few questions, Renzo. What is love? What do you think
Life?
is love? Life? Okay. Love is life. What else?
Yeah.
Love is life. Okay.
Happiness?
Happiness? Okay. That's good. So when do you feel that your mama and papa loves you?
When they buy gifts.
Okay. Oh, when they buy gifts for you, when mama and papa buys gifts for you.
Yes.
Okay. What else? You look at the
Because of gifts.
gifts. Oh, what are the gifts that you like to receive?
Anything
Anything? Do you wish to
that I like.
Hi Jam.
like what?
Food.
Food. Okay.
Sometimes
Uh-huh.
things I like.
Things that you like. Okay.
But
That's all? What
Yes.
if mama and papa, mama and papa has no money, poor?
Honey.
We can't buy gifts all the time. So you don't feel loved?
I still feel love.
Still feel loved even though no gifts?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the other ways that you feel that your mama and papa loves you? Louder.
Whenever I'm sick, they're always there for me.
What does papa do when you're sick?
Who always helps me.
So is there a time na you feel like your mama and papa does not love you? No? Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Example.
Maya karambot.
When they yell at me.
When they say it again.
When they yell at me.
Oh, so how do you feel about that when your mama or your papa yell at you?
Sometimes angry.
Angry? So what do you do?
Just cry.
Just cry. Okay. So
Lamba. Lamba.
so what do you think your mama and papa should do all the time so that you will feel that they love you?
I don't really know.
You don't really know.
Yes.
No question. Just answer yes or no. Does your mama and papa love you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Because
They always take care of me.
Renzo, some pictures here and you tell me what this picture is all about. The first picture is, what is it? What does it say, the first picture?
You are great.
Okay. Do you like if your mama and papa tells you you're great, I love you? Do you like it?
Yes.
Do you like if your mama tells you you're so guapo?
Sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. Yes or no. I don't know.
You don't know. How about the second picture? What does it show? What is the action here?
Mama.
What are the people doing in the second picture?
They're hugging.
They're hugging. Do you like your mama and papa to hug you?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like?
Yeah,
Okay. And I have another picture here. Just a moment. There are dogs.
my brother and mom.
Your brother and what? There's another picture. What does this picture mean? What is the man doing? This is Papa.
He's cooking
He's cooking
for his family.
for his family. Do you like that?
Yes.
Do you like that
Oh, yeah.
your parents cook for you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's love?
Yes.
Okay. How about this other picture? Somebody give something.
A flower.
Mm-hmm. It's a gift.
It's one of my favorites.
It's your favorite. Do you like it? Okay, that's great. And then another one, I have a last picture to show you.
This one, look.
This one, yes, this one. What is the family doing?
They're playing together
Mm-hmm.
and they're so happy.
They're so happy. Okay.
That's all the things that I wanted to happen right now.
You want to happen right now? Why?
Ayun.
We didn't go out anymore.
Yes.
You want to go out, but we still
Yeah.
can't go out because of
The virus.
the virus. Okay. But can we still be happy even if we are just staying at home?
Yes.
How can we spend quality time at home?
Sometimes like celebrating their birthdays in like pandemics
Huh?
and
Celebrating the pandemics? You said celebrating the birthday and celebrating the pandemic. So thank you. That was just a short conversation that I had with my children related to love languages. So I will understand what they like to do and how they want to be loved. Speaking the 5 love languages with our children is important, and learning our children's primary language is crucial. So when we talk about steps and how to do it, you can employ the following methods as you seek to discover your child's primary love language. We have 5 different methods that you can use to discover them. First, observe how your child expresses love to you. Second, observe how your child expresses love to others. Third, listen to what your child requests most often. 4, notice what your child most frequently complains about. And 5, give your child a choice between 2 items. So you can make it an activity, you can make it a discussion before going to bed. You can also make it, the choices, you can list down different choices, and then you can ask them if they'd rather do this or that, and then try to compare and try to look for consistency in their responses and behaviors. But we have to remember, positive parenting does not mean giving your children everything they want. So with these 5 love languages, Dr. Gary Chapman actually have some tips and other tips, and he also discusses some examples in the book. Watch out for my other video that talks about the specific tips and discussions related to each love language. So thank you very much for watching my vlog today, guys, and I hope we can interact and talk to each other soon. Bye bye.